two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Field advantage can have. There it is. The offense will walk it back. Defense in press coverage. Rides to back and leaves it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Handoff from the gun. Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to ride this running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Skips away from pressure. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These 2 teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. looking for a man. It's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. Got the first down and more. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to scramble. Got it in the middle. It's Barber. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Throws to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Buffalo went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Bulls always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Gives it on the option. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Russell. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The run to the left. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hubbard. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. defense, and they couldn't catch him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Going to the running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Offense rolls onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right, and I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it on the option. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the 1st down, and we're obviously trying to get the 1st down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them.
Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the 1st down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Pulls it in.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field, just
Breaks into the open. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Watkins. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job.
And it's blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. The give on the inside. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, second and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the first down. Now it's third down. What do you do now?
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Alabama pushing the tempo. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. The give from the gun. Finding open areas. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the play fake. Pulls it in, it's Allen. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. The give on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Barber. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Alabama quickly back to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Now the play fake. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Quarterback keeps it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the option. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. They're setting up the screen, and he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. On the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, fourth down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. They'll go to the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. Now Well, they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Final little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Watkins. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Complete on the comeback. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Extending the play. Catch in the middle. It's Hubbard. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's third and goal and third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Shakes off the defender. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ross. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Give to the running back. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Punt is on its way. good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 21 over Western Kentucky. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. He's taking the shot. It's caught. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Got enough for the first down. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They go to the ground. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the...
Fires one high and deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Power football with the run. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On the ground, it's Green. Makes a man miss. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the